Hello, everyone. We're coming back to you in Greece after a long 4 days of actually 5 days of researching for something that I love so much, which is Mary Magdalene. And I think I found it. And Susan is coming to you from Oregon. And we're going to share our energy of the week again from Oregon. And for me, I'm going to share the energy of the week, see if they connect to what I discovered and how the energy was in that place that I was in, couple islands that I searched. So I'm going to have Susan go first to tell us how she's doing and what happened in Oregon.
And what diverse energies. I'm in a hotel room. You've got this beautiful background going on. What I'm observing, which is number one, I'm not surrounded by the red rocks, but I'm surrounded by these beautiful, softer mountains. And what's so surprising for me and so interesting is how nice everyone is. Like everyone is nice. Usually you have to say hi, hello to someone to get them to open up to you. But here it's like everyone is so open and so beautiful that it's like, even when I got on the elevator, and I'm staying in a hotel, and I got on the elevator and there was a male nurse that got on, and I knew he was a nurse because he had his scrubs on. He was on the phone very intensely trying to schedule a surgery. He got up on his floor and he mouthed to me, "Have a good day." So
Wow.
even that, it's like he noticed my presence, but yet he was very busy in what he was doing, but he didn't get off that elevator without wishing me a good day, which yeah, it's been just so loving. I think it's just this loving energy that is pervading this land here.
Well, it's very interesting because in the islands that I was in, everybody was so nice.
I'm wow.
And I don't know if it's the energy of what's going on, but it's so funny that we're experiencing exactly the same thing. But it was interesting in the specific place that I discovered pieces of Mary Magdalene that's going to go on a book, and I'll talk about it when it's time. Every single person in that specific spot, in just that specific spot, got to know me by my name, accepted me like I belonged there. They were so nice. Their houses were open to me. Their doors were, I mean, it was just tremendous. I just asked for one phone number, and the guy said, "Oh, I know where this lady lives. There's the number." I mean, that simple and that loving.
Mm, mm.
And it was, it was mountainous. The islands were mountains and a lot of green. So it's interesting that you had the same feeling in Oregon, which is mountains and green.
And green. Maybe that's all we need is we need to be with beautiful soft mountains and green and everybody's happy. I don't know, but that is very interesting, and I'd be curious for our viewers if they're noticing that as well. If they're noticing that people are just, I don't know, maybe we've been on such a roller coaster ride that it's nice to have a bit of a rest, and everybody's just feeling very nice from having gotten through what they got through and very kind. And I'd be interested to see what other people in parts of the world are experiencing as well.
Yeah, maybe our viewers can send us some notes, underneath, and let us know how they've been doing this week with that, with that feeling of that energy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
also, I believe too, is just this week was really for me very open, very not just loving, but even the place that I stayed. I rented an Airbnb, the house, and four of us stayed there. And even the person that we rented the space from had dessert for us in the house. Had a bottle of wine for us. I don't drink, but we had a bottle of wine. They were food like croissants, and they don't do that in Airbnb. And the price was amazing. This place was really great. I will recommend it to people when I tell where this place is.
Yeah.
But you know, it's very interesting to see that even where I stayed, like you said, in the hotel, you had the elevator situation. I had it with the owners of the thing, and this is a country, you know, this is countryside, really country people, actually not country people, but island people, you know, and they're a little
Mm.
bit different than the ones
Right,
in Athens.
right, right,
But it
right.
was so amazing. It was so amazing.
Well, it's like no matter where I go, and I know hotels are in the hospitality business, so it's kind of their job to be nice. But everywhere I've gone, even the gas station with my son to get diesel gas, it's like, how come everybody's so nice everywhere? It's like everywhere people are my friend. It's really quite noticeable, quite noticeable. So
Well,
yay for
maybe
the world.
yes, and maybe it is the energy of the week that people are be nice, but we like to know that is actually you feeling that energy, or you think it's just of the energy that is happening everywhere right now, or just happening in,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
in the
yeah.
mountains area.
I don't know any of you people that are down in the lowlands. How's it going?
Yeah. My feeling is things have come down just a little bit this week, energetically and astrologically, but we're still in Mercury retrograde, you know, so it's, you know, maybe people just withdrawed and wanted to be nice because of the stress they've been going through or whatever, or they had enough, or it's summer, who knows.
Who knows? I mean, really, it's fine to meet a couple of people, but when everybody is
Do
just
your son tells you that is Oregon is like that all the time?
well, when I first moved to Oregon many years ago and came out here for a visit, and I noticed that again, it's like, oh boy, everybody's in a good mood, everybody's nice. And
Okay.
so when I mentioned it to my son, he said, "Well, why wouldn't they be?" So, huh?
Okay.
I guess, yeah, why wouldn't they be nice?
Why? I guess he's right. If they have everything, you know, settled, who knows?
Yeah, yeah. No,
So,
it's
adventurous wise, how has everything else been except just, you know?
everything has been fairly smooth sailing, just catching up with people who I miss, and now I miss Sedona. So yeah,
So
it's all good.
before you left, how was Sedona? What was going on there?
I'm so much in the present, Zeppi. I really can't tap into the past.
Well,
You
the reason I was asking if you had any more ancient knowledge coming up.
I'm still working with that. I do believe I'm on a bit of a break right now, a bit of a vacation. So we'll see what energy comes through when I get back. But I'm always still working with that.
Yeah.
I've done the last two readings I did were particularly powerful. So definitely things are changing for people in an amazing way.
Yeah, it feels like people are waking up and the truths are coming out because, you know,
Mm,
my research with Mary Magdalene, it was interesting because it's a really well kept secret, you know,
right.
of what's going on because we don't hear it. The average person in Greece would not know of the history. And the most amazing thing, you know what it was? It was there were monks from every part of, like, a monk came all the way from Africa, the Greek monk,
Right.
and it was
The-
present there. Yeah, the Greek Orthodox, and there were one from the mountain that you cannot even go in. It's called Mount Athos, which is a very sacred place. Women are not allowed to go in. It's only men. But they, you know, they shared the story with me. There were people from Mount Sinai, in just
yeah.
in this little island for the holiday of the 22nd of
It's
Mary
her sick
Magdalene.
day. Yeah.
Yeah, it's her same day, and no one else in you know, except those two places, no one else is actually celebrate her this much. So it's very interesting. It was very interesting timing for me, and I think, you know, to find out that the sacred feminine is really, how do we say, wanting the truth to come out. It's very interesting to watch. That's what I've been watching, you know.
Yeah. 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 Well, there are so many different archaeological sites and deep ocean, and so many places are are revealing their secrets now. So we talked about that last video is like,
Yeah.
yeah, the ancient secrets, how deep do they go, and can we excavate them in our consciousness? Yeah.
And being controversial about it, who knows, maybe we're gonna, how you say, in Greece they say, if I translate it, is we touch a vein, that,
Right.
and
A
it's
vein of gold, hopefully here.
so
Yeah.
so let's see where we're touching, because even, me and you being in the forefront of these conversations that we're having, you know I like to know our viewers to actually send us, even if they have not just the happiness that they discover in their neighborhoods, but also if they really trying to find, having stories of ancient stories or things are waking up inside of them. I think we'd like to know that. Please,
Yeah.
please write us and let us know, because we really want to continue to research that as deep as we can energetically, because it's all about energy. It's nothing, it's nothing else. It's all energy.
Right. Right. And what does this new world look like for you? Have you touched into it at all, or is it still pretty much status quo for you? Would be my question. Yeah. What does
Yeah.
it feel? What does it look like for you now? Are things starting to awaken within you? Yeah.
And would you be open to really see the new truth?
Mm, mm,
You know,
absolutely. 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 Yeah.
or the old truth that is, it's coming into surface, I should say.
Yeah. What is the bigger truth of you?
Yeah, because they've been telling us all these things thousands of years now, and then we're stuck with that in our DNA. But deeper, it's a deeper understanding of what our DNA is about, and when we go deep enough. So can we
Yeah.
listen to the new way
Yeah. Yeah. That
and
would be
learn the secrets?
my question of the week. Yeah. Have any deep secrets been revealed to you
That's
about
great.
about your land, about yeah, anything that you're
Yes,
studying? Yeah.
that would be great. That's a great thing to tell our viewers. This is any deep secrets. Because I've been to those places before when I was younger, but I had no idea that those two places hold such a secret. I had no idea. And it's interesting, no one talks about it except that little spots, two little spots.
Yeah. Well, I would love to have you do a YouTube and just talk about the experience of that, because I think it's, there's more to talk about than just this brief YouTube that we're talking about, the energy of the week. I'd like to hear you just discuss what you found on following the path of Mary Magdalene.
Yeah, it would be very interesting too. But it feels like I'm still working it inside of me, but there's so much information came down and so much stuff that I'm still processing it. There's a lot. There's just a lot. 4 days of, going up, down, being by the water, not being by the water. I just took a day off. Actually, that was the one day that I took off, and we found a mud spot within the sea,
Wow.
and we did a mud bath. That was my day off, a little bit, but still a lot of stuff. It was being downloaded for 5 days.
Well, I
So
look
yeah,
forward to the story. Yeah.
when we're ready, when she's ready to help me reveal it, I will definitely talk about it.
Right, right, right.
So please write us. What is your deeper truth? Are you ready to handle the truths that are coming out in the world? Because it's not just our personal truths that are coming out that would, searching of Mary Magdalene or the Nordic path, but actually even governments having secrets that are coming out, even religions having secrets that are coming out, even your next door neighbor might have a secret that comes out. So let us know how you handle that and how you are able to process it and really not stuck to it, and maybe not even judge it, just be with it. That's what I would say. So thank you again for watching us, and we'll come to you next week. We don't know from where yet, but we definitely I don't
Hopefully
know
I'll be
where
back in Sedona.
you be in Sedona. I don't know where I'll be yet. I'm still working things out where I'm going to be. But we thank you so much. We really appreciate you watching us. Please subscribe. Thank you.
Thank